far as the opinion regarding can a person take part in football, this was answered by me a few days before the World Cup. There are some scholars who say that, playing football or playing professional football is haram, and I gave the opinion that playing football per se is not haram, and even playing professional football, as long as you do not do any haram activity which is against the Sharia, or you do not miss any of the fard activity. So if a person plays football or plays professional football and does not miss any of his fard activity, like playing salah or paying zakat or doing the Sawm, fasting in the month of Ramadan, if he doesn't miss any of his faraid activity and doesn't indulge in any haram activity, so football per se or any game or any activity, if it's not against the Sharia, if you do not involve in any haram activity or do not miss any of your fard activity, it's not haram. The reason given by scholar was you may miss your salah, you may do this. These are thus if it happens. So it's very much possible that a person can play football and not miss any of his fard activities. I know thousands of Muslims who play football and don't miss their salah and don't miss their Sawm. They don't indulge in any haram activity. Yes, when you go to professional football at the lower level, it's very easy to avoid any haram activity and miss the faraid. When you go on a higher level, as I mentioned in the answer, that on international level, there are chances that they may ask you to advertise for alcohol or for interest-based bank, which may be haram. Of course, you can avoid this. You can say no, but you require the courage. So it becomes more difficult to avoid the haram activity, but it is possible. So if a Muslim plays professional football and doesn't indulge in any haram activity, does not advertise for the alcohol or for a conventional bank and doesn't indulge in any haram activity, doesn't miss any of his faraid, then football per se is not haram. And regarding anyone attending, going to Qatar, as far as I'm concerned, yes, I was there in Qatar during the World Cup season. During the full month of the World Cup, I was there. I was there earlier, more than a month earlier than the World Cup started, and a month later, so I was there for a few months in Qatar. For your information, let me tell you that I did not attend a single football match during the World Cup, FIFA World Cup 2022. Yes, I wanted to attend, not that I'm a fan of football, I'm not a fan of football, but I wanted to see the organization. It's a World Cup international event, and I have this flair to attend, to see the management, to see how it's organized. I was a bit careful. You say ihtiyat. Because I being a guy, I didn't want anyone to lay any allegation, so I personally did not attend a single football match, though I had access to tickets of almost all, right from the opening ceremony till the end, the quarterfinals, semi-finals, finals. I had access, I had passes, I had tickets, but I purposely did not go to avoid anyone laying any allegation. I'm not saying that going is wrong, but I being a Dai and many people follow me, I was careful because I knew what was going to happen, but I want to be a bit careful that I should not be caught on the wrong foot. So as far as I am concerned, I did not attend a single of any of the matches. Yes, I went for doing dawah in Qatar. I stayed there for a couple of months during the World Cup season, and I had many ideas, many suggestions which I shared, and we did dawah. We were able to convince, mashallah, Allah gave hidayah to many non-Muslims. Alhamdulillah.